I'm John Arway, Executive Director of the Pennsylvania Fish and Boat Commission. And we're here today on Mill Creek in Lancaster County to tell the story about smallmouth bass in the Susquehanna River. But we're going to start telling the story with the restoration project that was done by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service's Partners for Fish and Wildlife program about restoring a small stream for brook trout here in Lancaster County. Well, obviously this is not the Susquehanna River. It's a tributary to the river, and obviously the river is the sum of its parts. And this is one of the important parts to tell a story about what we need to do to save the Susquehanna. It all starts in these small tributaries, and they're the conduit to get the nutrients, the sediments to the river that are causing the problems with our smallmouth bass. And today we're along Mill Creek in Lancaster County and talking about some of the things that we can do in these small arteries of the Susquehanna that will improve the overall health of the Susquehanna River. Today's project, we're looking at some of the things that we can do with the Save Our Susquehanna River campaign funds, and this is exactly some of the kinds of things that we can do. There are plenty of these kinds of farms to work on, but really not enough funding to really accomplish the goals that we need to accomplish to fix the river's problems and help the health of the bass.
Hi, I'm Dave Putnam, a biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service in the Pennsylvania Field Office. The Mill Creek Project is an excellent example of how we can restore the rivers, the tributaries of the Susquehanna. We've been working here about 15 years. When we first started, this area had complete access by livestock. The banks were vertical, and you'll see from the before pictures the impact that the livestock had on this stream. Nutrients were being deposited directly in the stream. The banks are seriously eroding. Those eroding banks and the sediment that's coming overland carry phosphorus, nitrogen, and many contaminants that affect the downstream waters. By installing the buffer, we're stopping the nutrients from running from the adjacent fields. By stopping the vertical bank erosion, we're stopping a major source of sediment coming into the tributaries.
Hi, I'm Adam Smith, Fish and Wildlife Biologist with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Standing here today at the Stoltzfus property along Mill Creek in Lancaster County. Right now, you can see that we have some log structures behind us. This is actually what we like to call mud sill or log cribbing. 15 years ago, what you would have seen would be vertical banks caving in, and what we have today is the log structures, the mud sill. We have overhead cover for trout, and we also have some solar protection in place. So what we're seeing here today is this grass buffer surrounded by trees, and you say, well, this looks pretty nice, but it not only looks nice because I'm not standing in the middle of a pasture with a cow next to me. The grass buffers also filter out some of the nutrients that would come down over the fields. Also, you see, because we've stabilized the banks, we don't have that sediment going in anymore and going down into the Chesapeake Bay and into the Susquehanna. This structure behind me, a mud sill, not only stabilized the bank, it corrected the stream width. We have several other structures here, including rock veins and log veins. All this to correct the stream width. When we got here 15 years ago, for the first time to help install fencing, what we would have had here was carp-infested backwater. Essentially nothing but mud, nothing but a mud bottom. Look at the bottom today, what do we see? We see gravel. The gravel was always there. Good gravel, spawning gravel. The other thing is, by correcting the stream width, we've eliminated a lot of the solar impact. The other thing is, you see the grasses here, we're also providing shade to the stream, and the Conservation District has come along and established a tree buffer by planting several different species here.
This is one of about 50 projects that we've completed in Lancaster County. It's a very cost-effective way to protect the stream. It's very popular. Probably costs between less than $1 per linear foot to put in the stream bank fencing, up to as much as $2.50 a foot, depending on the specifications. And you get tremendous benefits from restoring these buffers.
Dave and Adam, I want to say thanks for the work you've done here at this scale.
Thanks, John. Glad to do it.
For $1 a foot, look what they've accomplished. $1 a foot is worth a lot. This land is worth a lot more to the Amish and any other farmer to farm it. But look what we can get if we invest it and protect it, and the side benefits that we get, not only with the trout, reduction in nutrients and sediment, benefits the fish and wildlife, and the values that that brings back to the residents of the Commonwealth. Some people may say this is only 3 miles of stream. We've got 98 miles of river that we have to fix. That's what the SOS campaign is all about. We're going to do it one farm at a time, $1 a foot at a time, and it's all going to be to benefit the smallmouth bass. So Adam, thanks from the smallmouth bass. Dave, thanks from the smallmouth bass. We've got a lot of work to do, so please buy a fishing license or buy your SOS button, and we'll start on this one farm at a time.